Alright, so what do we got on the docket today aside from knowing that we're going to have a hard time with Monaco and maybe Baku? Well, if you did not catch the end of last night's stream, we had a major breakthrough. And that major breakthrough is the Williams AI actually listened to my bitching and my moaning and my ranting and raving. We actually have an upgrade to the chassis, which makes it Spec 2. We can build out more onto the chassis now that they have decided to throw money into the quality control. So shit is gonna go down with this car. Now all I need to do is rant and rave and kvetch and whatnot to get the AI to work on the aero, and then hey, everything is up to Spec 2 and I can build out a bigger, better, awesome car. But as it stands right now, as far as the R&D is concerned, like I said, there was going to be like 5 or 6 things opening up, and the first thing that I immediately went to spend my money on, this ultimate upgrade for the suspension geometry. That's the first thing that I did, is immediately that's going on the car. So once that is done, which it should be done, I think, either before or after the Baku Grand Prix, I have to check. Once that is done, I'm going to continuously save up my money so I can, get 2 of these components to be worked on at the same time. See, here's the thing. I was also going to address that madness, and I also did post this in my Discord as well as on Twitter. So if you're not following me on either, I highly recommend that. So what are you doing, really? So now that we have this upgrade for the chassis, that does mean that I am going to continue on with this Williams save. However, the proposed end date of this season, if I do all my normal streaming days, of course with the exception of this coming Thursday and the following Saturday, next week Saturday, I won't be streaming those days. December 14th is coming down to be the end of Season 3. Which is right in the middle of holiday season, right in the middle of Christmas time. Of course, everybody's going to be, trying to, think of gifts and whatnot, or planning any holidays that, small holiday gatherings that they're trying to do. So I think that after Season 3 is over, I am going to take a little break from this. I'm not going to do away with it entirely. I'm going to take a little break from F1 2020, I think, for the rest of the holiday season until the new year. I will be doing something else. Whether it's laid-back single-player or multiplayer with the crew, the Firelight crew, my hometown crew, or you guys as well. Or maybe some Jackbox-style entertainment games. Something to just, like I said, after this season, I want to do like a bit of a palate cleanser. Because 3 seasons straight of this game, it does get a little stale. It does grow on you, being a little bit more of a hindrance than anything sort of fresh. So I'm gonna try and do something else for like the last 2 to 3 weeks of the year, of the calendar year. And then once we get back to the new year, then I'll kick back up again with Season 4 of Williams and continue on with that. Just to have a little diversity, just to have a little different grouping as far as games played, and I think you guys will enjoy that as well, to get in on the action too, especially if we play the Jackbox games. I'm thinking of busting out Among Us. Yes, we're actually going to do Among Us, and oh, it's dead game. With the recent updates and whatnot, new maps and such forth, that's going to prove to be a little bit more interesting as far as trying to figure out where the best hiding spots and where the best kill zones are with that new map. Maybe some Fall Guys. I know Wolfgamer wants to do Super Mega Baseball, so we're going to be doing that. Just a plethora of new games on the channel to do just as a palate cleanser of F1 until the new year, and then we get back into Season 4. Sound good? Sounds good, thank you. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be excited for it as well. But like I said, not going to be doing away with this entirely. Just want to take a little break, regroup, and then come back so it's kind of fresh. It's kind of how it is. Valhalla over Among Us and Fall Guys. Dude, I am officially 24 hours, 1 full day into Valhalla. That is a fucking glorious game. I am not starting it all over just to stream it on here. And I also think that it may be too late to, try and do a Twitch stream with as far along into the game as I am. So I think that that's going to be a no. I hate to be that guy, but that is going to be a no. Alright, so as far as the facilities and the R&D is concerned, if we want to take a look further in as to, my car is still 8th overall on the total grid. We're 3rd best in durability. We are still the best in terms of engine. We're last in terms of aero, and we are officially also last in terms of the chassis, which is why I said I wanted to get the chassis and the aero built up, and I wanted the AI to build it up because we are last. I got Tony Hawk. Dude, I am almost done with Tony Hawk. I am almost done with all of the achievements. In fact, all I've got is one achievement left, and that's get to level 100. So I just need to grind. I need to grind to get to that level. That's it. So once again, that's not really a thing that I can go and just pick up because I'm so far into the game. Bear in mind, it's a fun game. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It is a fun game. But if you're thinking about, it being something as far as a stream game, it really isn't. What else I got? Well, I'm only thinking of stuff on the PC because I ain't streaming anything for my Xbox. I don't have anything that I could do with my Xbox. If you want Xbox streaming, you're not going to get anything like camera or, hell, maybe even microphone. I don't even have a microphone set up for my Xbox One controller. So you'd just be getting raw gameplay. That's it. As far as if we're talking about stuff that's on my computer right now, shit, we could do. I could replay BioShock Infinite. I could replay Borderlands 2. Just going by my favorite games that I have in here. I'm not gonna replay Watch Dogs. Fuck that. Ooh, Team Fortress 2, man. Who played Team Fortress 2 and has played Team Fortress 2 before? Because I could always go back into that, my, 6-year-old fucking save. or not a 6-year-old save, but a 6-year-old time capsule of where all my stats were from the last time I played Team Fortress 2. Yeah, it's been that long ago. Yeah, I 100%ed original Borderlands on Xbox 360 and with all the DLC too. 100% it, but as far as Borderlands 2 goes, I got it, and then I only played like about 6-7 hours of it. I didn't really dive into it, because I was also juggling that back and forth with BioShock Infinite. I beat BioShock Infinite before I got like even a quarter of the way into Borderlands 2, and I just never really continued on with Borderlands 2.
With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so give them a try.
Alright, so let's load up our Monaco save, and I'm trying to remember what exactly was the arrow switch. I think it was 9 and 10, I think was what the arrow switch was. Instead of 10-11, I think it was 9-10. Bring back the Doom... It wasn't Doom 64, it was original Doom, which I bought off of GOG.com. It was the original Doom setup. It was the first 3 chapters of Doom and Doom 2. Both were the PC version. Doom 64 was some aberration shit that they put for N64, and they completely watered it down. It was trash. And, of course, trying to run Doom on N64 hardware was just utter trash. So, no, it was definitely not Doom 64.
Changes to the car during a...
Whoa! What the hell? I was not even turning the damn thing.
The new parts that have come in from the factory, well, they're all fitted and good to go. I hope they do the trick.
What the hell was that? I wasn't even turning the wheel. And we got that. Okay. Shit, that's not what I wanted. I meant save setup. Save the Monaco setup with the lower... Yep, with the lower bits on the arrow, just so we can go a little bit faster. Because Monaco sucks. So it's always gonna be, trash. Me driving trash at Monaco, it's always gonna be a constant thing. Alright, here we go. Just trying to get my bearings back with Monaco. I'll probably be doing more than just a few laps here in practice for these practice programs. What the fuck? I like that I've got, I don't even know if that's Kimmy or Giovinazzi trying to hassle me behind me. Come on. Oh my god. I can never get into 5th gear. I should never get into 5th gear going into Raspass. Ah, of course. Of course I hit the fucking wall at Sandoval. Ah, for fuck's sake. There's no space to overtake. Like, that's the whole problem, is there's no space to overtake. Oh, turn! Oh, Jesus Christ. Turn, turn. And that is why, as much as I like watching Monaco IRL, I cannot drive it in this game. I'm utter trash driving it in this game. Once again, I can't go 5th gear going into Rascass. I'm basically telling the track, hurt me plenty. Because if I go 5th gear into Rascass, I will carry too much speed into that corner where I will not be able to make that corner. And I don't know why I always keep doing that, except the only reason I can think of is because I'm hearing the engine over rev, going into that corner. So I think I need to upshift. And as soon as I upshift, I immediately get a boost of speed, going into a braking zone, and it immediately just kills my momentum going in. My favorite street course, like proper narrow street course, is actually Baku right after this. Singapore definitely does have its problems. Like, I think it has just way too many 90-degree turns to make any sort of racing there enjoyable. Shit. Can't go 2nd gear coming out of Mirabova. And I know what you're going to say, oh, Baku has that as well. Baku doesn't have nearly as many. And that corner, alongside with Sandovat, those two corners are going to kill my lap times faster than anything else. Because I always seem to go over at those two specific spots. And actually, Nouveau Chicane, too. There are so many places that you go off track, and I do have corner cutting set to strict, so I'm going to get penalty after penalty after penalty for sure in the actual race. But yeah, Sandovat, always go over there. Nouveau Chicane, which is right at the end of Tunnel, always go over there. And then right there at the end of Piscine, coming out of the swimming pool, I always go over there. So it just, in one lap, I can get a 3-second penalty. If I hit all three of those spots going over it, I am going to get a 3-second time penalty. And it's just a pile of garbage. Hey, what's going on, doggy? Ah, for fuck's sake.
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
Ah.
Program.
Monaco sucks. Monaco sucks to drive. It really does. Started first team in 2020. All right. Who'd you choose? Oh, you're doing my team career. Dude, go with what you feel. Go with what you like. Let your first choice come naturally. What do you feel it should be? Color scheme wise, livery design scheme wise. Express yourself with your car. I absolutely think so, yes. I bought it for my team career mode. That was what sold me on getting the game in the first place. And I know for some people that is not a selling point. Same thing with losing Hockenheim. So while the game did lose Hockenheim, it got Zandvoort. Ah, damn it, I was going so well up to that point. Nothing further, Arch. Oh, I love Zandvoort too. Like, the trade-off between Hockenheim and Zandvoort, I approve, because I never could drive Hockenheim just right. I never could drive it just right. What's going on, Steve? But yeah, Palermo, Monaco, Jesus Christ, this is going to be a rough go. And for some strange reason, I'm trying to qualifying sim. Yeah, try and go 2x2 up through Massenet is fucking suicidal. You've been making it into Q2 barely. You should not be making Q2 at all, personally. Let me just go back to the garage then. Honestly, you should not be going into Q2 at all based on how bad your car is. Your car should be... If you say you're barely getting into it, that's probably about the right difficulty level you want to be at. Yeah, if you say you're barely getting into it, that's about the difficulty level you should be at. Because honestly, you should not be getting into Q2 at all. Because your car should be just barely better than a Williams in my team career. So as far as your difficulty level, you might be right at where you want to be, or maybe just slightly a bit too high. Terrible turn through Casino. Oh my Christ! Fucking, I'm turning early into back. Oh, come on. You're ahead of Haas. Then what about Alfa Romeo? You ahead of them too because of the recent nerfing of those two teams? And honestly, coming out of Portier down into the tunnel, that turn is... You need to get that turn just right in order to not hit the wall. And the same thing coming here through Nouvelle Chicane. You need to get that turn just right in order to not hit the outside wall. And then at the end of Piscine right there to not hit that inside wall. Believe me, I have done everything that I just said on multiple occasions. Ah, shit. Yeah, you post that in Discord. Honestly, not all that uncommon, I'm sure. However, I have not had, like, more than one. I've only had one safety car at most at Illinois. Just like I shouldn't go into 5th gear at Rascast, I should not go into 6th gear to back. I carry too much speed. I will carry too much speed if I do. Coming out of Nogues right there, I'm going to be pressing so many buttons at the same time. My hand-eye coordination needs to be on fucking point coming out of nose. I want to make sure I'm getting the right amount of speed coming out of it. That's why this game, it does require a fair bit of hand-eye coordination, not just for driving. But manipulating DRS, ERS, fuel mix all at the same time. It does require a fair bit of extra button pressing. Missed it. Oh, actually got it. You learn to feel oversteer and understeer with the controller. Man, props to you, because I cannot do that when I'm playing Forza. I just let the car just go. Oh shit. Come on. Does he utilize the vibration motors? Yeah, I do have them on my Xbox One controller. Yeah. Does he utilize them? Yeah, it does. They do. They work. Oh, shit. I'm gonna miss that. Yep, missed it. Anyway, Lil Peen Boy, thanks for the follow. I thought you already followed. Either way, thanks for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are enjoying yourself. Of course, you follow me as I'm about to take a big fat L on this track. Alright, we're done with that program. We're done with that. Alright, fuel management. No, Steve. Thank God it's not a wet race. It is not. I'm so happy about that. Let's go and just do some random-ass driving.
Engine fired. We're set.
Monaco is not a good track for the game, in your opinion, just because it's too narrow. Not just because of that, but also it doesn't allow you to have high speeds for an extended period of time. I think that's the point. I think that is the point of this track. Like, Monaco is supposed to be one of those old-time technical tracks. And also the layout has pretty much been unchanged since the start of the Grand Prix. The only thing that has changed, really, has been Piscine and, goddammit, Piscine and the Rascat's Nose area. Everything else has pretty much been the same. I'm curious if I can beach myself on that hairpin island. Oh, doggy, there are quite a few of those corners here at this track. You just gotta number them. There's goddammit 1, there's goddammit 2. This is like goddammit 3 right here. I know, but you don't get any of that at Spain or Russia. Okay, bad analogy, because people don't want Spain and Russia to be on the calendar anymore either. So, bad analogy on my part. Like, there's no overtaking. Yeah, neither in Spain and Russia. Oh, wait. I would be 100% okay if Spain and Russia were not on the calendar anymore. Oh, that was actually some pretty good cuts around that track. Will I actually do those same cuts, those same maneuvers in the actual race? I mean, I would love to. 'Cause that was actually some pretty sharp cornering, like around Nouvelle Chicane and around Piscine. That's a little too tight at Casino. That's way too tight at Casino. Not going to get a good angle by taking it too tight there. And also, there's never a good way to enter into the hairpin. There's never a good way to enter into it. Almost always going to take it too tight and too shallow. Nope. Oh, way over. Damn. That was way fucking over. Hey, what's going on, Thomas? Yeah, today, of all days, it's Monaco Day. It also just happens to be Rusev Day. So it's a cause of two celebrations. Hey, what's going on, Wolf? Whoa! So yeah, almost guaranteed I'm going to be starting in the back. I'm definitely not going to make it out of Q1. That was actually not bad around Tabac, and that was not bad around Piscine. Oh shit, if I can actually get runs like that in qualifying the actual race, we might actually have something. A purple Sector 3? No, I did not. I haven't seen Dark in quite a few weeks, my man. Unfortunately. Because apparently there is some good wrestling on AEW Dark. I've just been missing it. Use Monaco to take your grid penalty. At this point in time, I don't need to take any grid penalties. I see what you're saying, though. Like, if you want to get a brand new gearbox or a new engine bit. I'll turn in earlier on both sides.
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
I'll use this opportunity to come into the pits. Fix that front wing, use the opportunity to get yourself a pit entry. Oh, I didn't know Devon had a kid. Oh, also, Wolf Gamer, you haven't heard the news, have you? Well, you probably read what was on Discord, but you haven't heard the news of the The AI Williams has listened to my calls. The AI Williams has heeded my calls. And the AI Williams has put money into the chassis department of this car. So I can finally build the chassis out. I can build the chassis out. Yes. Yes, indeed. I'm all done with practice. We did a decent enough job. I'm going to have just enough to advance to the next tier. So yes, Thomas, we officially have a Spec 2 level chassis facility.
And with all the cars now over the line...
Spec 2 level chassis facility. Our Aero, though, is still level 1.
Today. Let's have your take on it.
Really, Claire?
Who would you say is your biggest rival at the moment?
Wow! Not even giving me an opportunity to win a rivalry. Who's your biggest rival? Vettel, Bottas, Leclerc, or Verstappen? They're not even giving me a chance. However, I will say this, because the Red Bull car does have the worst engine on the grid right now, and I don't see that actually getting better for the entirety of this season. I'm actually kind of leaning towards Max Verstappen. I'm actually leaning towards trying to make Max Verstappen my bitch. And I think it might work, too. Like, because Vettel and his Ferrari, they built that Ferrari up to negate any of the nerfing that the recent update has done, so that the Ferrari's, you know, just going to be out there. Same thing with Leclerc, I'm not going to bother. Bottas, it's Bottas in a fucking Mercedes, so there's no way I'm going to catch him. So yeah, I think I'm going to try and make Max Verstappen my bitch. He may make me his bitch here at Monaco, but the rest of the racing, we might actually see it be a little bit close. So I'm actually going to choose Max Verstappen.
There are rumors that you're looking for a contract with another team. Is there any truth to that?
No, they want... I was going to take the George Russell spot. Do you want you to have a contract with Mercedes?
Just misjudge some corners.
I love it. It's like, are you interested in joining this team? It happens to be Mercedes. Yes, I went through the Mercedes Driver Academy, and I'm going to move on to Mercedes, not George Russell. He can get fucked and stay in Williams. I am only going to move on. I'm not going to comment on that one. Are you kidding me?
Great. Well, that's everything.
Are you kidding me? Yes, I become the guy to replace Lewis Hamilton or Valtteri Bottas up at Mercedes because I went through the Mercedes Driver Academy and it turned out I was the better driver to George Russell. I mean, if you've taken a look at last season where I won a race, the first Williams win in like 6-7 years since Pastor Maldonado, you think they were going to overlook that? Yeah, just in time for Claire. I'm sure you're so happy about that. But yeah, legitimately, Thomas, you take a look at the R&D tree. Look at all this shit that opened up to me finally. So we had 1, 2, 3. This ultimate one that I am, in fact, going to spend right away. Get to the ultimate upgrade. That should get done by, I think, either right before or right after the Baku Grand Prix. I'll have to take a look at the dates. But I want to get this ultimate upgrade done right away. And get that shit squared away to help me out at the very least. Because even with it, you take a look at the grid, we're still going to be last in terms of chassis. But then you got, yeah, the 2 minors and then 4 majors to build up. And, yeah, it was definitely necessary that we built this bad boy up. What about Aero? The Aero is still Spec 1, Joe. The Aero is still Spec 1 and still maxed out to Spec 1. We cannot build it out any further than what we have right now. It is also the worst Aero on the grid. See, that's the thing. That's why I wanted the Williams AI to build up those 2 spots, because we were the worst on the grid in both those spots. And there was no way we were going to make any headway in getting a better car unless those 2 areas went and got built up. We're excited for the bare... Yes, that's exactly it. We're excited because Williams actually did something. You know, which is, you know, asking for a lot, because, of course, Williams in recent years hasn't really done much of anything, and in fact, have gone backwards. But yeah, I think that the only other things that I will build out are going to be the monocoque structure weight reduction, and then maybe this pad material here, because by that time we're going to hit the Austrian Grand Prix and Austrian slash Great British Grand Prix. Oh, excuse me. That's when I want to stop spending points, because as I've said before, it's all about getting a level of R&D points built up by the time the regulations come down at the Japanese Grand Prix or thereabouts. Have enough on hand to make damn sure that you can convert everything over to next season. So as you see the trees getting built up bigger and bigger and bigger, that means that obviously if I have to regulate 1, 2, maybe even 3 of these departments, I'm going to need more and more and more in terms of R&D points. So that is why I'm going to be stopping roughly around, like I said, the Austrian and British Grand Prix, because that's right about the halfway point, so that I can have then the next 7, 8, maybe even 9 weeks to build up enough R&D points to get everything brought over into the next season. So that is probably the best course of action for me, is that after the Austrian Grand Prix, just stop dead. In fact, not even the Austrian Grand Prix. Probably, like I said, just do these 2 things. Just get the monocoque structure, weight reduction, and this pad material. Get those 2 done, and then don't build anything out for the rest of the season. Unless we hear that there are going to be no regulations done, which I'll be very surprised. If there are no regulations to be had for the rest of the season, then I'll, of course, go and build up the rest of the chassis that I can, but I'm going to pretty much be stopping after I have the pad material and the monocoque structure built, and then save up the points for the regulations. Your F-350 got fucked today? What happened? Error occurred. Dude, did somebody run into it, or did they run into the side of a pole? Like, what exactly was the problem here? Oh yeah, that's right, I need to change my engine over. Time to officially change my engine over to my racing engine. But yeah, joke, I mean, it's all a problem. But I mean, that's all we can do at this point. Another 939 R&D points to help us out. And at this point in time, if I get, like I said, if I get up to like 2,800, I can spend for both of those 2 that I was looking forward to doing. And then after that, then I can start saving up, which would then add like another 3 or 4 weeks on top of what I planned on saving up to get everything sorted for any sort of regulations that may come down. But everybody was wondering, what's the weather forecast going to look like? It's pretty much partly cloudy. The entire race and qualifying setup, it's going to be partly cloudy all the way through. But yeah, as far as my wing structure, I'm still trying to figure out what my wing structure should be. I think I talked to Sarancia, and he said like it was either going to be 10-11 was the old one. I wanted to go 9-10. I think he was saying maybe 9-11, 9 for front wing, 11 for rear wing would be the best course of action. But I want to have speed coming down the straights, the start-finish straight, going up Massenet, going through Tunnel. And I think that having an 11 for the rear wing arrow is just way too much. So that's why I dropped it down to 10. But it all remains to be seen if that is actually going to be a good wing change, and if it'll actually generate enough speed for me, not just in qualifying, but in the actual race. Yeah, we scraped the wall quite a few times, Lysionyx. It definitely has not gone all that great for me. Used a 10-9 in 2018. So yeah, like I said, mine was a 9-10. Alright, let's go. So you used a 10 for the front, 9 for the rear? Honestly, that kind of sounds about right. I got someone trailing me, and that's gonna make me fucking nervous doing this qualifying. God damn it. Yeah, let me just restart it. Fucking Christ, man. So you did say 10 on the rear? It drops. So yeah, like I said, I've got 9 on the front, 10 on the rear. And yeah, it is normally you have more in the rear than you do on the front. That is correct. Monaco is straight hell. Just go 11-11. No. I know your name is Joke, but please, come on. I mean, I do still need to have some sort of speed. I don't need to have just fucking maximum downforce all the way through. Oh, come on. Oh, come on! We're gonna have to do 39 laps of this. Are you sure about that? It didn't look like I went more than half over. See, and this is where I'm going to be getting, like, time penalties abound. Because of the fact that I have the corner cutting set to strict. Wow, are you sure about that game? Maybe I do have way too little aero. Maybe I do have way too little as far as the wings. Maybe it had to be 10-11. Or maybe 10-10, I don't know. God damn it! I'm carrying fucking Christ. I'm carrying way too much speed. And I'm even trying to brake earlier than what the line is telling me to. Oh, will you fucking stop? Aero ain't gonna help much that much on slow chicanes after a tunnel. Suspension is a big one here. Yeah, well, guess yeah, my suspension is off. I guess. Oh hey, I'm not last thanks to Kimmy. But if I want to advance, I need to get 4/10 faster. Where am I gonna get that? Looks like my front might be a bit soft. Well, at this point in time, I can't change it. I cannot change the tires, or not the tire setup, but the gearing setup. Front suspension 279945. That's what I've got. Front might be a bit soft. 2 is like right damn near the bottom, so maybe I needed to give it a couple of ticks up. I don't know what you have as your suspension. But yeah, mine is
5 minutes left for this
2
session.
for the front, 7 for the rear. Roll bars are 9. Ride height of 4.5 for front rear. Actually, I can change my front wing arrow, but I don't know if that's going to help all that much. Yeah, agreed. Monaco can just suck it. Monaco's garbage. It's garbage to drive. And now I get a better appreciation for those F1 drivers that actually take part in this. I've said that before, too. Hey, joke. Sarancia's setup helped me win at France, so that's not the case. Sarancia's setup should actually be, all well and good for all cars. In all honesty. Maybe a little tweak here and there. Oh, are you sure about that? Took me right out of my zone. God damn it. That took me right out of my zone because I was just fucking laser focused. I thought I was putting together a good lap, almost spun it out on Mirabeau, the top Mirabeau. And right before that fucking back end getting caught on the wall here at Nouveau Chicane, I was in the fucking zone. I thought I was rolling. Oh, come on! I have a fucking aneurysm over this. Every single time I drive this track, I feel like I'm gonna have an aneurysm. I'm going to have a fucking stroke, a heart attack, and an aneurysm all at once. I'm going to be super fucking dead. Because of the amount of stress that this fucking track takes on me. Fuck off! Start it back. Go back to back. See if I can get that one. Turn! Turn! Never gonna make this. Never gonna make this. Slow. Oh my god. And I was braking even earlier. I was braking even earlier going into Rascass. I'm right there. Well, I'm right there hitting the wall. Fuck, I might as well just take my positioning. Are you serious, game? Oh my god, I want to actually see that. How far over was I? Ugh. That's close. That's real goddamn close. Ooh, that's real close. I thought I had fucking tobacco, but clearly I'm just... I am fucking pissing myself. Oh my god, I'm fucking losing my temper. Losing my temper so much I can't even drive this track anymore. I'm getting too fucking shallow. Ah! And now I can't... I think that I'm just going to take the 19th. Yeah, I think one more time and I'm just going to take the 19th.
Formula One returns to Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world-famous Monte Carlo Casino, first opened in 1863. And, of course, a certain road race, first held here in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. The prestigious Circuit de Monaco, then. It's not all that dissimilar today to the layout that made its debut almost a century ago. It's 2 miles and...
Yes, a cooldown so you don't fucking spam.
And although the average lap speed of around 93 miles per hour is the lowest of the season, the tiny margins for error make it the natural habitat of the safety car.
Yes, the natural habitat for the safety car.
Fantastic qualifying session. It's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Vettel, Pierre Gasly, and Ricciardo, Kvyat, Verstappen, Albon, and Esteban Ocon, Sainz, Norris, Lance Stroll, and Magnussen, Giovinazzi, Perez, Romain Grosjean, and Kimi Raikkonen. O'Brien and George Russell ends our...
George Russell's taking a grid penalty then. Okay. So I'm not starting dead last.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Okay, so this strategy is okay. I'm 100% okay with it, but this strategy is just utter bollocks. Do they really think that I am going to get around anybody here at Monaco with soft tires? No, that answer is a very resounding no. So I'm not going to be starting on the soft tires. If anything, I'm probably going to be starting on the hard tires. Take a look at the race director and see what everyone else is doing. Hamilton and Bottas starting on mediums. Everybody else in the top 10 starting on the soft tires. There are a couple of drivers, a smattering of them, with the hards, with Magnussen and Grosjean. I might as well do that as well. And I said as well twice in that sentence. I know, it's completely fucked up. And I shouldn't have done that. So I kind of want to go with the hard tires, like go hard medium instead of medium hard, just so I can have a little bit of that pace for the rest of the race when everybody in front is going to be going from the soft hard strategy or even the medium hard strategy. So we'll do that. We'll go medium hard instead of, or sorry, hard medium instead of medium hard. So we're going to toggle that. We'll go hard. It does say that I'll lose, like, it says that I'll lose 2 seconds by doing this. I don't know why it thinks that I'll lose 2 seconds by doing that, but I mean, it's also Monaco and everyone's going to bunch up. So who knows? I'll start on the hard tires regardless. And then finish out on the medium. So we're basically splitting the race in half. 19 laps on the hard, 20 laps on the medium. Starting in 19th place, do you guys think I'm going to finish in 19th place or even 20th place? Just based off of, you know, how Monaco is. Do you think I'll even finish the race? Please let me know in the chat. But yeah, NA driver, cockpit view. Cockpit view has pretty much been my driving view the entire way through F1 2020 as well as 2019. Back when I started in April. That's pretty much my go-to. And then fuel. Yeah, I guess we can stick with that fuel. Why not? Look at how nobody is going. Yeah, I am not taking any fucking chances here. I'm not going to Mahavir it. I'm not going to Pastor Maldonado it. It is a 39 lap race. It is going to take ages to complete. Watch me fucking send it into the hairpin. Yeah, Delios. So it has, Zero. How have you been? Yeah, this is just going to be in a big old shit show. It's a shit show procession is what it is. How am I doing? Well, the fact that I'm still streaming after 7 months means that I'm still jobless. Because honestly, this entire thing, streaming, was only supposed to be a temporary thing while I was out of a job. I do have some prospects, though. So I'm looking to hear back on them either later this week or early next week. Wow, I wasn't even pressured going over that, and I still managed to fuck that turn up. Oh my god. Once again, I said I'm not even pressured and I'm making stupid
DRS
mistakes.
will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Oh, it's not hard to do better than me in Monaco. This has always been my worst track in this game. Oh, are you fucking
From wing.
fucking criminy? How the hell did I mess up that this early on in the race? How the fuck did I mess that up this early on? Again, like I said, I'm not even being pressured. I'm just making dumbass mistakes.
Fuel management has been superb all race. Keep it up.
All race, meaning 3.5 laps so far. Once again, I don't know what Jeff is getting at. Oh, for fuck's sake. Turn! Turn! Yeah, for anybody that wants to know and wonders if I'm actually using ABS or not, every single time going into Rascas, literally every single time, I lock up. That just tells you right there, I am indeed not using ABS. Or even right here, the turn going into Mirabeau. And also, every single time I make that hairpin turn, my fucking right arm pops out of its socket. Come on! Shut up. Wait, look. I can't break this wheel. Just got it about a month and a half ago. Can't get mad at the wheel. Can only get mad at myself. I should also put this glass on the floor so that doesn't spill and fly off and me, throw it against the wall and shatter. Don't want that. Are we good, wheel? Are you not broken? All right? Are you not warped? Okay. I think we're good. But it's the fact that I'm 5 laps in and I'm not gripping. I'm not getting any grip. Okay, I've officially lost all grip. We are 5 laps in and my fucking hard tires do not have grip anymore. Every single time. Every single time I get into Rascass, I'm gonna fucking lock him up. Alright, it's fine, Wolf. This race is just a curse on me. This race fucking curses me every single season. Also, I don't want to jinx it. But it seems like I'm taking Sandoval tighter and tighter. And haven't seen anything pop up. Such a tight turn. To anybody that can drive Monaco, which I know is hard, what would you say is your secret to driving it? Obviously, don't crash. That's like a big one. Don't fuck up your front wing. Don't need to tell me twice on that.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
Top of Massenet going into Casino Square, that's a bumpy-ass ride. It always upsets the car. Always upsets the car. Well, at least at bare minimum, I'm hanging tough with Grosjean and Russell. And fucking wheel spin, though, man. Yeah, wheel spin is a fucking run killer. Oh yeah, you definitely have more control on this type of track with a wheel. Also, welcome on in, Bilbo. How you doing, bud? Whoa! What the hell was that? Yep, there it is. Like I said, upsetting the car. Man, the fucking Mercedes are just about to finish the lap, and we're already... Yeah, we're like half the circuit back. Fucking Mercedes beating us at the very end by half a lap. Yeah, gee, I wonder why. Really?
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
I'm gonna drive it out. Let's see how bad the damage is. Ooh, yeah, that's rough.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
What, you mean they don't have a bathtub on wheels? Uh-oh. It's like I just realized going into Tabac that I was going too fast because of my front wing damage. Any left-hand turn is going to be killer on this car. Oh yeah, well, the great Enzo Ferrari said before that if... What did he say? It was, aerodynamics is for people that can't make engines. You know, just basically turn aerodynamics into chassis. But then again, I can't really, say that either, because Mercedes have one of the best fucking engines as well. If not the best engine on the grid. So it's like that argument is null and void right there. Oh shit. Come on. I mean, I still got 6 more laps until I come into pit. And as I said before, I will be taking a new front wing. That was probably the smoothest I took that swimming pool section. This session, it's a... Hubris, Brian, hubris.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Yeah, they're gonna say come in now for your medium tires.
Copy that.
Which means I'm gonna have to make these tires last 25 laps. I'm gonna have to make the new aero tires. Jesus Christ. Got aero on the mind. Gonna have to make the new medium tires last 25 laps, so that's gonna be a struggle. I also have one flashback remaining too, by the way. I am about to get lapped by the Mercedes. Fucking gap!
Release.
Dude, look at where the Mercedes are, and then look where everyone else is. It's fucking dumb.
Look after these tires now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Like, I'm getting lapped by the Mercedes. Go.
Blue flag.
I'm getting lapped by the Mercedes, but then take a look at where everyone else is behind them. They're just getting to the start-finish straight. That is just fucking insane, man. How the Mercedes in this game is built out. Well, yeah, Bottas, but still Mercedes. And don't let anyone tell you differently. That is how far this Williams has come, and don't let anybody tell you differently. Alright, so it's just 23 more laps of utter shite. Like, we know that we're probably going to come in last. The goal right now is to try and get this car home all in one piece. Which right now is, well, technically we failed that because we already had to get a brand new front wing. Also, go figure this one out. I'm actually keeping pace with Bottas. Yeah, that's why Williams is not spending in the aero, because I just mess up too many front wings for them to invest. Uh-oh. Like, something tells me that Bottas is using his energy store to try and stay ahead of me. He's trying to use his ERS to stay ahead of me. I don't know why. Natural cars should be able to do that. The natural power of his car should be more than enough to stay ahead of me. It always seems, that by the end of the lap, that he is losing time.
Fuel target is +1. Faster engine modes are available.
Oh, god damn it! I'm gonna have to take it there. Is that true? I've never noticed that. Should he? No, he won't. I'm like 99% certain that it is going to be either Sergio or fucking Hulkenberg. Dude! Lysionics, I ought to time you out just for that. You can't go posting links, especially long-ass links like that. Hold on. You're gonna... Honestly, dude... Lysionics, if you want to post that to whoever you were... If you want to DM that to whoever you're talking to, yeah. That's a no-no. And this is going to go for everybody in the chat now. Don't do what Lysionics did. If you're going to be posting links, number one, you're going to have to ask permission. That has been a rule on my channel forever. The only links that are not, you don't need to get my permission to say you can post are Imager links or YouTube links. I will not shut up. This is my channel, Bleak, so you can have yourself a nice little timeout for trying to undermine the streamer. Yeah, that was honestly just a very, very long link. So just like I said, Imager links and YouTube links, those are the ones you can post without permission. Everything else, please ask, because I've had link spammers in the past before where it's where they just kept posting link after link after link, and a lot of porn links too. So no, if you're gonna post a link, that's all I ask, is ask permission, and I won't have to say it again. Sound good? Awesome. All right, let's get back to it. No, it's okay, Delios. All it was is Lysionics just posted like a 7-line long link. And then one guy trying to tell the streamer to shut up, like, excuse me? Do you know where you are, sir? Oh yeah, we don't have the good arrows. We don't have the chocolate arrows.
George is coming in for his stop.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, final one. I'm actually not last! It's a Christmas miracle! Watch that go away in like 5 laps. Well, if I slide out like that, that's going to be a problem. It's like I've never been good at Monaco. That's just the only goal. Hey, thank you very much for the raid, sir. Mr. Madship, how you doing, bud? Hope you had a wonderful stream and everyone coming on in from his stream. Welcome. We're here doing Monaco, so it's been a shit show so far, as you would expect. Alright, busted my front wing twice. Whoa! And we've got 18 laps left to go in this race, so it is still, we are still a long way off. I've also used up my personal allotment of flashbacks to use, so from here on out, if I bust my front wing, I gotta come in and take that damage. If I wreck out, I take that DNF. I have already made my one pit stop. Went from hard to medium. That's right, also time penalties too. If I get a time penalty, I gotta sit and take it too. How was your stream, my man? Yeah, Grosjean is right on my tail. He's been making up time on me since he got out of the pits. He's on fresher mediums, but he's also been just taking a better line. Okay, doing league stuff or just custom stuff? What you been doing on ACC? Oh, I took that turn bad? Okay. Just starting? Okay. Hey, you got a bigger jump on me. I haven't played ACC. I played original Assetto Corsa, but I've not touched ACC. Plus, outside of F1, I've been really digging Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Played about 23, 24 hours of that so far. Uh-oh. Mint, it's been a shit show this race. Both on and off the track. I thought I would have gotten a time penalty there. Legit, I cut that so much. I'm surprised I didn't get a time penalty. Purple first sector, excuse me? Definitely not getting a purple second sector, I'll tell you that much.
We're at +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
Laps. Closing in on Kimmy. Question now is, how will I pass him? If it's going to be at all possible. But anyway, Mint, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it was, and then I went and fucked that up with the Nouvelle Chicane.
Okay, clear.
Oh? I can't look at the map. Whose fault is it? Oh, it's George. George is going to be out of the race.
Safety car, safety car.
Are you
No
serious?
overtaking. Reduce your pace. Keep
I'm
your
staying on these tires.
as we form up.
I am staying on these tires. No use going in for new softs. But George Russell, teammate, helping out with the safety car. I will say this, everybody that's on hards is going to pit for soft easily. Easily. Yeah, George was like not even a factor. He was last. How are my tires right now? Oh, my tires are high teens. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I don't know why I was speeding that fast into Tabac. I was about to have a George Russell moment myself. Yeah, I just noticed on the timing tower, no one pit. So everyone is going to stay on their hard or medium tires. No one's got soft tires on. Where even is the safety car? Oh, it's all the way in fucking Rascast right now. Oh, come on, Brian. And honestly, I don't blame the AI for not coming in taking tires. Because of the nature of the track. Because of the nature of the track, why would you? Tactics, I would say that the 923 is, well, it's pretty much the same as the G29, because the G29 is the PlayStation layout, the 920 is the Xbox layout. And I preferred the 29 over the 920 because there were so many more buttons to map. It's pretty bare on an Xbox, the 920 face. So I would say that between the 923 and the 920, the 923 is better because it's basically the G29 layout. However, if we're comparing between the 923 and the G29 as we should, honestly, the G29 is more bang for your buck and more cost efficient. Because the only difference really between the two is this new extra force feedback True Force addition to the mounts between the wheel and the housing. That's the only thing that's different. Is it worth an extra 100, 125 bucks? Honestly, no. I would say if you're trying to choose between a 29 and a 923, go with the 29. Also, there is a patch that just came out for the G29 that makes it compatible with
pick up the pace
PS5.
a touch, please. We need to close to within 10 car lengths of the car ahead.
So in all honesty, I would say that while the G923 is nice, it's obviously the newest model, it's the newest thing. I would say more cost-efficient, bang for your buck item is just go with the G29. I hope that is sufficient in making a decision for you. What the fuck? Ow! Nobody saw that. And yeah, like I said, I never wanted to go with the G920 because I wasn't ever going to use it for my console. I wasn't going to use it for my Xbox One. It was only going to be for PC. And just the amount of buttons, mapping-wise, the pedals are the same. It's an all-in-one complete package thing. The pedals are the same. Between the 29, 920, 923, it's the same Logitech pedals.
Let's catch up to the field a bit. We're dropping too far back. Remember that we need to stay within 10 car lengths of the next car. Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap.
If they upgraded anything, it was probably the force of the brakes. But for me, it didn't really feel any different. Honestly, to me, it didn't really feel any different. But yeah, I think I do recall them saying that about something upgrading the force of the brake spring. But that was it. Wow, Kimmy coming into the pits. Alright, freebie spot as Kimmy goes into the pits.
Fuel target is +2. Let's move to mix 2 or 3, please.
You can't really burn fuel at Monaco. Now, I noticed you said game, not simulation, because if you would have said simulation, I would have gone iRacing all day, every day. But you said best racing game. For me, I'm a Forza guy, so I really did like Forza Horizon 3 and Horizon 4. That's obviously more of the arcadey style. I've raced Gran Turismos in the past. I haven't really touched any Gran Turismos outside past 4, I should say. Assetto Corsa is okay. Project Cars is also okay. F1's really good for what it is, as being just an F1 simulator. But I prefer a lot more tracks and a lot more cars, which is why I prefer iRacing. But like you said game, not simulator. That's true, but I've played other things aside from just being on PC. I've got a PlayStation 2, I've got an Xbox 360, an Xbox One. Will I get a new console? No. Like, I'm just saying that right now, I'm not getting a new console just because it's still too new and too expensive, and also out of stock right now.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
Yeah, that is the thing with iRacing. It is it's a simulation that I can also say it's like a racing MMO in that aspect, where you sign up for a subscription monthly, seasonally, etc. And you get yourself a base set of cars and tracks, road, oval, and dirt discipline. But as you move up through the ranks, then yeah, if you want to play more and more series, you're going to have to buy extra cars and tracks. I do agree with you on that front. I still think it's fun. I don't know, and I would not honestly say F1 is the best racing game out there, because F1's probably the best F1 game out there. You want V8 supercars? Well, they have V8 supercars. They have the Holden and the Ford Mustang in iRacing, but I think you mean, if I'm trying to understand what you're saying, an actual V8 supercars game. Which, to my knowledge, they do not have. Oh shit. That was a late break. How many laps we got left? Okay, we're on lap 34. Christ on a bike. Slowly catching up to this pack in front of me. It's not going to matter. Oh, I love that. I think I found my spot going through Piscine. I think I actually found my spot going through Piscine, the swimming pool section. Well, Magnussen almost spun out in front of me. Sure, I almost spun out behind him, but that's beside the point.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh, we got plenty of fuel left in this race. I'm 1 lap over target. I'm sorry if I've not been reading chat all that much through this race, because of course Monaco is just a real tough track that I need concentration on. Thank you very much for the follow. Let me get to you in just a hot second. Tactics, much appreciated, sir. Hope you are enjoying yourself this evening. Just drive, Thelma. Just drive. P17, yes, I am in a Williams. It is Monaco. I qualified in last place because it's Monaco. I was able to get one win with Williams last season. In fact, that was also my only podium. I won at the French track. I started out in 18th. I went on to a soft medium strategy. Everybody was either a medium hard or a two-stop. And I fucking stole a win at France. Well, this is kind of the challenge that I've laid out for myself. Is I want to try and, well, as the title says, try not to suck with Williams. Basically trying to turn Williams around into a decent team. As such, there's no driver movements. Everyone stays on the same teams. Which basically gives me a solid data point. A constant data point as to, you know, the drivers staying on the same teams. It's not messing up anything as to, oh, say Max went to Ferrari. Or Kimi retired, he got replaced by somebody else. It's a way to have a constant measuring stick to my ability driving, as well as the car developing alongside with everyone else developing their own cars. Oh, you don't like the steering animation? See, here's the thing, Lizion.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
The thing about Paul Ricard is I don't like the flow of the track at all. But historically, in my time with F1 2019 and 2020, I have won the most amount of races there. Like, right next to Sochi. I have won the most amount of my races at those 2 tracks. And I just absolutely hate the flow of them. I don't know what it is about those tracks. And to be honest with you, those probably be like 2 of the first tracks I'd get rid of if I went to a 16-race calendar. It does make sense. Thank you very much for the follow. Mr. Winter Storm, hope you're doing well. Well, it's because it's mimicking everything that I'm doing with the ERS deployment, the DRS deployment, the fuel mix. Every button push is mapped to one of those things. And yeah, I am sorry, I can't really change that. Final lap! White flag in the air at Monaco. Yes, Aiden, we had quite a few crashes in practice and qualifying. And we had 2 front wing damages. Fortunately, I was able to flash them back. We had 2 front wing damages at in the actual race, flashed back. And then fortunately, we did not have anything since. We did have a safety car thanks to George Russell. But ultimately, we qualify last, and we're going to finish 17th. You know, par for the course. As I was definitely feeling it, actually getting the track by the time we were halfway done with the race. I actually figured out a line. I actually figured out a line around this track. at, like I said, halfway through the race.
That's it then for another nail-biting Monaco Grand Prix.
Make Casino Square wider.
The whole time,
it's not that they need to make it wider, it's just bumpy. It upsets the car way too much.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for
Lewis Hamilton wins, Bottas comes in second, and Sebastian Vettel is your third place winner.
Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
But yeah, Sebastian Vettel, third place. And we move up another tier. We get those mecha gloves. Currently, my multiplayer character is having a nice little mech suit being developed.
And after this round of the World Championship...
After this round, Mercedes are kicking everybody's ass. Well, of course, because they're finishing 1-2. Outside the podium, you got Danny Rick finishing in 4th. Leclerc, Gasly, Verstappen, Kvyat, Albon, and Carlos Sainz. Those are your top 10. Lando Norris, Lance Stroll, Giovinazzi, Esteban Ocon, Perez, Magnussen, myself, Grosjean, Raikkonen, and George Russell with the DNF that brought out the safety car, even though he was dead last, and he was honestly going to go into the pits. He was rounding Rascass when they threw the yellow flag. I was watching it on the mini-maps, like, okay, yeah, he's slowing up. He was rounding Rascass, about to get into the pits, and then they threw the yellow flag to bring out the safety car. So, whatever. It is what it is. That looks like the 2019 grid. Yeah, just with the way that everything is shaped out to be. And, of course, you know, Mercedes sitting at the top.
Hamilton takes the lead of the drivers.
Let's move on from that. Let's just move on from Monaco, because Monaco was Monaco. And what that means is it wasn't very good. It really wasn't. And I'm sure somebody clipped the quote-unquote meltdown that I had during qualifying. You could always go and check the clips list. I'm probably going to delete all the what's the word I'm looking for? The duplicates of it. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. It's a very, very common word. I look happy because I fucking finished it without DNFing, joke. Honestly, that's a win. For me, that is a win. Right? So, we'll just take that as what it is. Like waking up from a nightmare. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so yeah, we got Baku coming up next. And don't think I forgot about sweating with Gendo. We will get to that. Just working on some R&D stuff. Yeah, we're going to work on, like I said, monocroc structure and the pad material. Once those two are done, as far as the chassis is built out, I'm going to save my R&D points. I feel like I'm a broken record here, but for anybody that does not know what's coming in, of course, the regulations come down around the Russian-Japanese Grand Prix, so I'm going to be saving up my R&D points, basically from the Austrian Grand Prix onwards, because I feel like that would be enough in order to rectify any sort of regulation changes brought down to any number of my trees, because more than likely we're going to be another 2 trees deep as far as regulation changes, so I want to make sure I have enough that can, you know, carry everything over to next season and not have to build anything up again. But yes, Baku is in fact next. Yeah, let's try and rush it. Why not? Let's see if we can actually get the part rushed before Canada. If not, and we got to redo it, so be it. I just want to, you know, test my luck and see if it can actually get done, get pushed through until before the Canadian Grand Prix. So, with that said, there's nothing being built out facilities-wise. As you can see, this is what I got right here. I'm still waiting on the aerodynamics to be built up to Spec 2. It took forever and a day to get the chassis to Spec 2 because the AI was putting all the money into durability and powertrain. So, it just is what it is. When's Australia was the very first one. And I actually did not finish that one because of the fact I used up all 3 of my flashbacks and then wrecked coming out of turn 2. Because I hit the rumble strips, spun it, because of course driving on those like ice, and crashed the car, so I DNF'd. Yeah, Australia is always the first race. So there you go, there's the calendar of events. Australia is always number 1. And there's no way that you can change the order around. If you try to go to a lower season, like if you drop it to 16 races or 10 races, God forbid you want to do 10 race season, every race stays in its exact spot on the calendar. So it's not like you can move Australia to like later on in the season, like after Austria for whatever reason. Or if you want to move Monaco all the way to the very end of the season, if you want to make that the final race, you can't do that. It stays in its specific calendar spot. And yeah, at the very end, or I should say at the very start of every new season, you have the ability to change up the amount of races you want. So you can change it up if you want a 22, 16, or 10 race season. Those are the only 3 options that you can have. I don't know why they chose those 3 options as the default race lengths, but it's not customizable. You either do 22, the full race, 16, or 10. But you cannot change any of the order around. You pick like whatever 10 or 16 that you want to use, and they stay in their calendar order. How long does it take per season? It takes about 3 weeks. For me, streaming-wise, I stream 4 days out of the week, and it usually takes me about 3 weeks to complete a season. But I mean, feasibly, you could get a season done in a week. Or even less if you're doing it by your own self. What's my favorite track to drive? Canada, actually. Canada, and I have a top 5. Canada, Spa, Monza, Austria, Silverstone. That's my top 5. Though right on the outside of the top 5, it's Interlagos and Zandvoort. Like, they're really trying to knock Silverstone off my top 5. It really is. And as I said before, I should probably do a ranking. I think I have done a ranking of, like, my favorite, most favorite to least favorite tracks. Monaco is definitely in my least favorite. Then Abu Dhabi is in there. Vietnam is bottom 3. You go Monaco, Vietnam, Abu Dhabi. That's my bottom 3. Alright, so let's move ahead and let's see if we can actually get some of this stuff working.
We had a major issue on the production line earlier this week.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So the entire development package for this weekend has failed. Check
So
your
that
IDs
suspension
for any
geometry
developments.
is in fact going to need to be redone. Sad times. 1,050 points to get it done. That means that I'll probably have to wait until at the end of all the practice sessions at Baku to get this redone. What time is it here? It is 10 minutes to 8 o'clock in the evening, if you couldn't tell.
I know we were expecting...
And of course, before I move back in to practice, I'm going to drop the practice level down to 85, because that's the thing. 85 is the driving level that I have for the practice, so that I can, make the time deltas for the practice program, so I can get the R&D points. But I drive and qualify at 95. How's it feel to know you're from the future? Oh, I've had several Aussies stop on by. You're not the first one, but I do appreciate you for doing that, for stopping on by. I mean, you're watching me while having your brekkie. How does that feel? How does that feel for me? I don't know. I was gonna say, you have a Macca's sandwich, or Macca's like egg sausage sandwich over there for your breakfast. Like, I've tried McDonald's breakfast sandwiches, and I've really grown to dislike them. Like, they've just not palatable for me anymore. They really are not palatable for me. So I kind of just have to push them away. Alright. Moving on. Let's get into practice for Baku. And Baku, as I may mention before, Baku, out of all the street circuits, to me, Baku is the one that I can cope with and tolerate the most. It's not a like, it's a tolerate. And I'm already seeing right now it is going to be raining for FP1. If it's not going to be raining during the race, I'm not going to do FP1. Okay. So it's going to be sunny throughout qualifying in the race. Bacon and egg McMuffins. See, yeah, that's the thing. Well, your go-to is the bacon. I know they do sausage, too. I used to get sausage and egg McMuffins all the time. Or croissantwiches. Or is croissantwich was a croissantwich the Burger King version, or was that McDonald's? I can't remember. I haven't been to a McDonald's or Burger King in quite some time. Since I've gone on the health kick, I have not touched either one of those fast food chains. So I don't even know what they have there anymore. The least offensive street circuit, absolutely. And it's honestly, it's not just the working out, it's about portion control. Because I used to, admittedly, I was at one point in time 270 pounds at my heaviest. And it was just like stuff in my face no matter what, in the morning, noon, and night, because I just love food so much. That I just realized that there was not a way to live, and I needed to curtail that. I couldn't keep going on with it. No joke, it's a wet practice, but I'm not, obviously, not going to be doing any wet practicing. He says as he gets into a lap. Oh, Cosso, thank you very much for the follow, dude. We'll do one lap around the wet Baku. One lap before I move on to FP2. Just to show you what one lap in the wet is, and how much I despise racing in the wet. Oh yeah, I know throttle control is pretty much key when it comes to wet weather. Man, Spa during the rain is not fun, because I want to go fast, and the rain takes away the ability for me to go fast. And I am stupid, I am stupid. And we immediately Charles Leclerc the castle section. And I almost did it again. We immediately Charles Leclerc the... God damn it! I hate this fucking track in the wet. But then again, I hate all tracks in the wet, to be fair. Honestly, I just do not like driving in the rain. If there was a way that I could have every race in a calendar season be completely dry, I would take it. I would do it. Because I just despise driving in the rain. I know some people like it because they like watching the driving, but actually driving in the wet is just terrible. I don't know if he went stupid in Monaco, but he definitely went stupid in the castle section here. Alright, so there it is. There's our one lap around Baku in the wet, and that's all we'll be doing. And we will not be touching this track in the wet again. Or at least not for this weekend.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three, who are...
But also, speaking of this weekend, that's why I'll be streaming again next. As I may mention before, Thursday is Thanksgiving here in the United States, so I will be having a small get-together with my immediate family. We originally had plans, and for every Thanksgiving, we always go to my cousins and their big house out in the south suburbs of Chicago. And we have about 30, 35, maybe even 40 people showing up at any given Thanksgiving. But obviously, during COVID times, we can't really do that. So we're going to have ourselves, everybody's immediate families getting together separately, and then we're going to, like, FaceTime everybody, say hi and whatnot. But we'll still have, you know, the Thanksgiving traditions or the Thanksgiving trimmings that we usually have. Of course, got to get a turkey, green bean casserole, potatoes, cranberry sauce, the good stuff. We're not going to actually have stuffing because my mom doesn't like to make stuffing. So we'll just have everything Thanksgiving related without the stuffing. So getting fat. I'm going to try and portion myself, Joke, as I may mention before. I'm going to try and keep my control. I'm actually going to weigh myself before I head out on Thanksgiving and see how much I weigh then. And then the following day on Friday and see how much weight I actually gained. That's what I'm going to do.
Hope you're sitting comfortably, mate. We've got a sensor issue, and we're going to be stuck here for a while as we fix it.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Here, I'll even show you exactly what I mean by the buttons. So we got the Logitech. Here. Logitech G920, and then you got the Logitech G29. So as far as the Logitech G29 goes and 920, here, let me zoom this in. Can we zoom in? Can you not be a big bitch about this? So just take a look at this. Just take a look at this. This is the G920. This is the Xbox button layout. So as you can see, it's got your left bumper, right bumper, left trigger, right trigger, Xbox button layout, D-pad. All right? That's fine. The G29 has that as well. However, they've got more. They've got a lot more. Not only do they have that, but they also have a plus-minus button. As you can see, oh, lovely. We actually get a zoom here. They got a plus-minus button. They got a big confirmation button as well as a radial dial. So if you wanted to, you know, make radial changes, up, down, you could turn left and right there. And then, of course, the PlayStation buttons down there. See, this is what I mean by it's got more buttons and more mappable buttons. So, like, for me, when I'm doing my iRacing, I need to have all of these buttons available to map because all of them will control different things. The G920 does not have as many buttons as I would like to map. So that is why I went with the 29. I already showed you the 923. This is what the 923 looks like. It doesn't have the plus minus button. It doesn't have the big confirm on the right hand side. It doesn't have the big radial dial. I honestly thought, and like I said, the three PlayStation buttons, you know, share options, PlayStation button down the middle. So it's missing a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 extra programmable buttons compared to the G29. And like I said, the G29, I pretty much have all of these buttons mapped to something when I'm doing the iRacing. I could not have done that with the 920. So that's why I would prefer, especially if you're going to be doing something along those lines where you need to have everything mappable on your controller, I would go for the one with more buttons. I would go for the G29. Also, look at that right now. It's actually $268. I mean, this is Walmart. Let's be honest. I'm sure you can find it for cheaper somewhere else. But it's going for $268. That's a reasonable price. I got my G29 for $220. I got it on sale back last April. And I got it from a store called Newegg. I don't know if Newegg or you have something similar down in Australia, but it only ships to North America, so US and Canada. It doesn't really, I don't know if it ships to Europe, I don't know if it ships to Australia, but I got it on sale for $220. I would go, honestly, and say get the G29. Unless you have an Xbox and you want to use it for your Xbox, then you have no choice but to use the 920. But for me personally, between the two, I would go with the G29 because you have more buttons you can map. Is it not 8? Yeah, it's 8. It's got the 4 directionals. It's got, you know, left, right bumper, left, right trigger. And technically, the paddle shifters are left stick click and right stick click. Technically, that's what those paddle shifters are connected to when it comes to button mapping. So if you want to do shifting in an actual controller, you can map it to like that. But yeah, personally, like I said, it all does come down to, at the end of the day, personal preference, really. It's completely up to you if that's where you want to go. Like I said, also, if you have an Xbox, you have no choice then. You have to go with the 920. I said 7 and it has 8? Okay. I guess I miscounted then. So, I mean, yeah, it's like I said, it's completely up to you. And I'm just giving you my input on what I've used in the past and what is good for me. For you, it could be something completely different. Are you also using it? Are you using it for a console or are you using it for PC? Is another question. What do you do to shift? Well, obviously you got the flappy paddle shifters on the wheel, so quick shift up, quick shift down. There is on the pedals a clutch. So if you're doing, if you're doing a racing game with manual shift, yes, you have the third pedal, so you can clutch shift, pressing clutch shift up, pressing clutch shift down, etc. You could have an adapter of an H pattern shifter, but that costs extra. That is considered an accessory to this, and not part of the base model. Man, if I only had the money for a race car. If you're driving on PC, I would recommend the G29. Because you then never know if you're going to be using it for any other game where you're going to need all those mappable buttons. Which, like I said, for me in iRacing, it's a necessity. Hey, Keegan, how you doing, bud? You missed the Monaco shit show. You missed the Monaco shit show, but you made it in time for the Baku shit show. So we qualified last at Monaco, but I finished 17th. But I mean, it could have gone a lot better. I should have enough. Oh yeah, I hate Monaco. I hate driving Monaco. Yes. I agree with you there. I hate driving Monaco. However, in real life, it's one of my favorite Grand Prix, if not my favorite Grand Prix. But I just hate driving it in this game. Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't know if that's what you were also thinking as well. However, I will say this. See, C3 leeches, I can't confirm that, so I'm gonna have to take you. I can't take you for your word on that. See, here's the thing, Tactics. True Force, it doesn't feel like it's $125 more than what the G29 is. True Force, yes, it does add a little bit of extra rumble when it comes to your engine driving on the road, or if you go off track driving in the grass, the gravel, the curbing and whatnot. It does add a little bit of extra rumble feel to it. But is it worth an extra $125 compared to the G29? And to that, I can't really say yes. And you're going to ask yourself, well, why do you have a G923 then? Well, unfortunately, when my G29 broke, the 923 was the only option. In all of the retail stores around me, they had a 923. Only a 923. G29 was gone. So, was it a good investment? It's hard to say. I mean, I like the wheel, and like I said, it's pretty much the same button layout as the G29, but with the added True Force feel, it doesn't really feel like it adds more to what already was in this wheel. Well, if you're not worried about the cost, then go ahead. And here's the thing. Yes, this wheel does work for both Xbox and PlayStation. It works with Xbox One and PS4 out of the box, and as far as I can tell, they will have a patch for the Xbox Series X and S and the PlayStation 5 somewhere down the line for this wheel. So yes, out of the box, it will work completely fine for you. Then like I said, if cost doesn't matter, you might as well just go with it then. The G29 and the 920 have already been given their patches, so they will work with PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S respectively. The 923 has not been given the patch yet, but they said the patch should be out by the end of the year. Because they wanted to make sure that their software lined up with what was in the PlayStation and the Xbox. Hardware, too. It's just all over. They wanted to make sure that was all well and good. Keegan, I'm tolerant of Baku. It's okay. So yeah, like I said, 923 is going to cost you $100 at least more than what a G29 is. But if that's okay, then that's okay. Oh, plus I also didn't take into account the Australian prices, because you're going to need to pay more because of import tax and whatnot. See, now here's the thing. I cannot speak for Fanatec or Thrustmaster because I've never personally used them. I have been told of their quality. And I mean, if you're going to be sponsored by one of those companies, such as in F1 2020, it's got to be good, right? But no, like I said, I cannot speak for the quality. People have spoken for Fanatec's quality beforehand in this chat, but I can only give you the Logitech side. It's up to you to make that decision if you want Logitech or Fanatec Thrustmaster, etc. I will say this, you will not go wrong with whatever decision you make, whether it's Logitech, Fanatec, or Thrustmaster, because they're all pretty solidly developed bits of hardware. God damn, do I hate the castle section so much. If I'm gonna bin it anywhere, I'm gonna bin it right there, or I'm gonna bin it right here. The start of the castle section and the end of the castle section, those are gonna be the two spots where I have a good chance to bin it. Something happened. Ah, the DRS got stuck. DRS got stuck closed.
Okay, test complete, and that was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that.
That's good. Moving on. For you, it was the button layout and the resistance to the wheel. See, that's also the thing. The G29 feels like it is... it gives you much more resistance right out of the box, whereas with the 923, it felt a little lighter. It felt a little lighter and more... I would say more versatile, less resistant coming out of the box, so you're going to have to turn up the force feedback in your G-Hub compared to the Logitech G29 where you're good to go. Like, for me, it was the right amount of resistance for the G29 straight away. This one, I had to turn the force feedback up like 5 or 10 clicks. Clicks from what? The buttons? Definitely not the wheel. Certainly not the wheel. Maybe you had a bad one, maybe. Because the only thing that clicked on mine were the buttons. Because they were on the heavier side. So who knows, man? What's the bar in the middle? It's the halo pillar. Oh, the bar in the middle is to gauge your ERS usage. Red is below average, green is average, and purple is optimal over the course of a lap. So it's all about, like I said, managing your ERS so that it can be harvested and used at proper times. Getting it to purple, getting everything to purple means that you are going to get more R&D points. Purple is like the most optimal. Purple is most optimal. When you can redeem it at any point in time. Just note that after this qualification and going into this race, push-ups and sit-ups are no longer an option, and then it would only be for wall sitting and planking that are then going to be used as an option. Honestly, Aiden, it's not as shit as, like, Vietnam or Monaco. But yeah, Keegan, it's like we've got set rules for sweating with Gendo. The push-ups and sit-ups take place after qualification before the race, and the wall sitting and planking take place after said race. So like I said, after the second race qualification, we pretty much are done with redemptions of push-ups and sit-ups. You cannot redeem them anymore for that stream day. Look at the Discord shit posting. I think I did. It was, wasn't it Grosjean and Magnussen? It was, oh, that's right. It was, I'm Roman Grosjean and welcome to Jackass. Yes. I do remember that. Pretty much I'm going to use that jump to the fullest extent of the law that I can, going downhill. Monaco isn't that bad, he says. Oh, if you just posted it, then I'll look at it after the stream. No worries then. I was going to get a notification on it no matter what. See, yeah, that's the thing, Aiden, is that the AI are pretty much half-wits. Nashville beat Toronto? What? Nashville good as an expansion team side? That's crazy. damn it. What happened last stream? What happened last stream, actually? It was, what was it? It was Zandvoort in Spain. Zandvoort, I got 10th place, so I got first points this season. And Spain was, what, 13th place, I believe? So yeah, 10th at Zandvoort, 13 at Spain. And Gangsta, you missed Monaco earlier. Didn't I win France? I did. I'm talking about this season. That was our first point this season. But yeah, Monaco was earlier this stream, qualified dead last, and had a less than stellar moment on stream. Let's just say that. Ended up finishing in 17th though. So at least we were not last. Shit. Man, I don't know what tires I have on. Probably mediums. But I just noticed they got worn to shit. Yeah, Wolfgamer, of course, I wish that Monaco could have been better. It looked like I was on the cusp at one point in time during qualification that I could have made it into Q2. But then, basically, the back to swimming pool section just continuously ate me up. And I kept flashing back and flashing back and flashing back, and I just was not getting it. And I just got angry and angrier and angrier. Oh, I'm sure one of the several clips that have been made of this stream tonight already, as I'm looking over, I'm sure one of them is going to show you my meltdown. But yeah, it was not a good look. After some thinking, it was definitely not a good look. See, that's the thing, Gangsta. I only fucked up my wing twice, and both times I had the ability to use my flashback. So, it wasn't as much death as you would think. Come on. There. And that's also where I'm going to lose a lot of my time. It's always going to be start of the castle section, end of the castle section. Is where I have a good chance to bin it and lose time. Oh, so kind of like what I did at France then. Qualifying 18th and finishing with a win. For you was what? Qualifying, where did you end up qualifying before getting on the podium? Oh, and also, to answer your question from earlier, Wolfgamer, yes, I am 100% open to the idea of doing Super Mega Baseball during my palate cleansing streams. Which, speaking of, hi Delios! Have you been playing against Wolfgamer? What happens if you're hitting the engine using rich fuel? That means that I'm, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, I'm overheating the engine, obviously, and that drains its, reliability. Oh! I am stupid! I am stupid. But, yeah, Vazzy, if I continuously use rich fuel, which is why I only do it on the long straights, because that's when you're going to need the most power, it overheats your engine. So it wears down its reliability. It ups its usage, lowers its reliability. So that's why I don't have it on rich fuel the entire lap. And not only that, but of course it uses up more fuel per lap than you want to. So that's why in sort of the low speed corners, like when I know I'm going to be ducking below 4th gear and kind of staying below 4th gear, I set it to lean fuel so I can at least gain some of that fuel back in my tank. So kind of like right here, where I know I'm going to be staying under 4th gear, I'll just go lean fuel all the way up to the castle section, all the way up through the castle section, and then once I get past this turn and onto the back area, then I bop it up to standard. If I don't need to put it up to rich fuel back here, I won't. Usually standard is fine enough. But it's just good fuel-saving strategies. Is if you know you're going to a section where you're going to be staying under 4th gear for a large portion of time, drop it to lean fuel so you can gain a little bit of fuel back in your tank. Delios, come on, man.
Okay, test complete, and that was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that.
Alright, let's do qualifying pace. This will be the last practice program that I will do before we get into qualifying. Also, just for everybody that's not American, I've kind of left my temperatures set into Celsius. So right now my engine is currently sitting at 100 Celsius, so 212, 215 Fahrenheit, 218, 219 Fahrenheit. So yeah, you don't want to have that engine burning for too hot too long. Otherwise, you're going to ruin your engine reliability. Don't exceed 120. All right. So that would be 248 degrees Fahrenheit. Because the simple math in the head is every 10 degrees Celsius is 18 degrees Fahrenheit. So 20 degrees Celsius would be 36 Fahrenheit. Add that on to the 212 we already know is 100 degrees Celsius. .212 plus 36 is 248. Quick maths. You're probably asking yourself, why are you a computer scientist and not an engineer? Well, I originally went to college to be an engineer. But differential equations and formulas and all that bullshit just didn't jive with me. I thought it would have, which is why I wanted to go be an engineer, but after 2 years of college, realizing that it's not for me, that's when I said, yeah, I think I'm going to move to the computer sector. I'm going to move to be a programmer. Simple math is good enough for me. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. I'm okay with that. I could do that in my head. I could do that in my head, no problem. Temperature conversion. And then what's it? Is it 273? Minus 273 Celsius is absolute zero. Is 0 degrees Kelvin. So 273 Kelvin is 0 Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, etc., etc., etc. And then what's it? 1.6 kilometers is 1 mile, which means that 80 kilometers an hour is 50 miles an hour, 160 to 100.
The session has drawn to a close.
And then what's it? It's
What a great day out there
1
today.
kilogram is
Let's talk
2.2
about
pounds.
Are you hoping to have your reliability issues sorted out before qualifying?
Yeah, one kilogram is
How do
2.2
you feel
pounds.
about this team's performance this season? Appreciate your time.
So that means that 220 pounds is 100 kilos, which actually, that was a milestone for me. To actually, be under 100 kilos for the first time in fuck knows how long, since at least high school. It really, really was a shining moment for me. But now, like I said, I want to get under that 200-pound mark, so that I can officially be back to my weight before I was in high school. If we talk pounds, it's some weird number. Or do you want to do it in stone? Because we could do stone if you're British, and if you actually do use stone pounds measurements in Britain, just say so in chat. Please let me know, because I don't think that stone is all that widely used in Britain anymore. Yeah, Lysionics, I already said that. 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. I already said that. We've already done the conversion. Yes, correct. One stone is 14 pounds. That is correct. You say that 1 pound is 500 grams just because it's easier? Well, I mean, 453 grams, you're close. That's like saying pi is exactly 3, when it's not. It's the old Indiana pi law. You cannot just go out and saying that pi is exactly 3 when it's such a complex number that you have to use. So saying that 1 pound is 500 grams when it's not close to 500 grams, just for ease of use, is you're throwing all your computations out of whack. And do you really want to do that? As a member of the scientific community, do you really want to do that? Your pound does not equal pounds. Does not compute, actually. So what? You're saying German pounds and British pounds and American pounds are all different? And I'm not talking about the currency. Alright, now I do have enough R&D points that I can get this part developed. It will get developed after the Canadian Grand Prix, so sad face, we will not be able to have a solid suspension before Canada. But we will get it developed, though. That, like I said, was on the docket. We need to get that done. We need to get the monocoque structure done. And then, like I said, we'll get the pad material done as well. And then by that point in time, we will start saving up all of our wonderful and glorious R&D points for regulation changes. Fund is 1/2 a pound. It's just weird because, yeah, I've completely lost everything what you're saying to me, what you're trying to say to me. So I'm just gonna let that go, leave it aside. All right, we are into Baku qualification. I gotta admit, that castle looks pretty fucking sexy. I want to go there one day just to, take it in. I'm an architecture buff. I'm an old architecture buff, so seeing something like that, I want to go to it. I want to look at it in person, in real life. Do we need another team like Braun? I don't know. Do we need another team like Braun? Real question. Miles better than kilometers. Yeah, 1 mile is 1,600 meters. You can thank all racetracks because of that. All running tracks because of that. Yeah, it's 1,600 meters is a mile, and I think it's, 1,708 yards for anybody that uses yards in that measurement. Going so well up until that point, and I missed the braking zone. Yeah, it's like 1.618, etc., etc., something like that. Or it's either 1618 or 1608. But yeah, it's rounded up. Yeah, close enough. Come on, stop wheel spin. Well, click is code name for kilometer. Wow, I'm dead last qualifying, and I thought I ran a pretty fucking awesome line. I would actually like a recount of that one. I'm definitely going out again. Like, that's, without a doubt, I'm going out again. Let me look at the weather. Yeah, like I said, it's gonna be sunny throughout the entirety of the race. Wow, I want a recount of that, because I thought I ran a great lap. Sides do. Oh, whoa. Time out. I have never seen this before. Carlos Sainz DQ'd himself from qualifying. Excuse me? I've never seen this. I mean, I know it's possible. I know it's possible that in real life you can, disqualify yourself from qualifying, but I've never seen it in the game. I've never seen it, and that's why it's so shocking. Like I said, I know it's possible. I know it is possible. Can I check the race director here or no? I don't think I can check the race director from here. I'd have to go into my lap. Alright, but anyway, both George and I are on the cusp. We are, in fact, the last people in. But obviously, I want a faster lap time. I'm 4/10 off of George. And I want to try and get closer to him.
Information or make certain changes to the car during a pit stop, you can tell me.
Wow, that is crazy.
Press and hold the radio button to activate the system. and you can either speak the command or select it
All right.
manually from the radio screen that will appear on
But
the
yeah, I'll go to the
multifunction
race director and
display.
see what exactly
Well, the radio is-
happened. All right, race director. What the fuck happened? Mr. Carlos Sainz parked in a dangerous location. So that must have means that his engine go boom, or his front wing got fucked somewhere, and you know what? Parked in a dangerous location. He probably crashed at the castle section and did not remove himself within an allotted time, and that's what DQ'd him. Could be. Yeah, he stopped for a drink. That's exactly what he did. You know what? That's actually not out of the realm of possibility. He may have crashed going into the castle section and just stopped there. And that's what DQ'd him. It's very possible. But this is honestly the first ever time I've seen somebody get disqualified from qualifying. First ever. Alright, I would love to get a faster time. Alright, well, I ain't getting a faster time if I'm, driving like that. I see I've already dropped down to 17th in the timing table. I'll look at it later, joke.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap, or that's qualifying over for us.
Yeah, everything is turned off. No ABS, no stability, no nothing. Alright, did I get out of it? So close! So close, 16th. I ended up being in 16th. I saw that I dropped down to 17th, but I only managed to get back up into 16th place. Bummer, man. Bummer. Did George get out of it? George did, in fact, get out of it. Crap. Man, oh man, oh man. I lost a lot of time the last score. Yeah, it was... Yeah, you're right. It was coming down out of the castle section, and then that wide left turn. That's what did it. And I only missed out on it by, what's that? About a tenth? A little more than a tenth? 1400ths. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely where I could have made it. 1400ths, I could have been okay with it if I just not taken that last turn wide. It is what it is. Well, Carlos is starting dead last. Both Haas drivers are down here. Kimi Räikkönen is back here as well. I will be starting 16th. And there you go. That is going to be your bottom 5. Monaco, we finished 17th.
And a warm welcome to you from Azadlik Square, heart of Baku and home, of course, to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With high speeds, tight corners and few runoff zones, many are expecting a safety car here today, so our drivers will have to stay very much on their toes and hopefully away from the barriers. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. With the race minutes away from starting,
so
here's what today's
did
grid
George
rundown
Russell
looks
get
like.
out of
Good
Q2
job
is the
yesterday
question.
From Valtteri Bottas, the Finn starts from
Yeah,
pole
Baku's
position,
okay.
and Lewis Hamilton completes the front
it's not the
row. As we
worst when it
continue
comes
through
to
the rest
tracks.
of the
It's not the
grid
worst
today,
when it comes
we
to
have
actual
Ricciardo, Gasly, Esteban
street
Ocon,
circuits.
and Kvyat, Leclerc, Verstappen, Vettel, and Lance Stroll,
He didn't
Perez,
make it out.
Albon, George Russell, and Giovinazzi.
Ooh, George is starting 13th.
O'Brien, Norris, Kevin Magnussen,
And I'm starting 15th.
and Roman Grosjean, Sainz, and Kimi Raikkonen.
There were
finishes
drivers
off the
that
grid.
took grid penalties. That's why I'm starting in 15th. You didn't mind
Last race
using
we
the battle
finished
system
mid-table. We
in
need to try and
15
do
of
better than
15.
that. Let's give this one 100%.
Adopting it to the remake meant having to change things that otherwise wouldn't fit. That is true, because obviously Final Fantasy VII was turn-based, whereas they're making everything all real-time battle system now, which I think is fine. See, here's the thing. When they first started doing it, it was Final Fantasy 12. And I was livid when they went to that structure, because, of course, I also adored Final Fantasy X, and, of course, played 7 and 6 beforehand, so I was used to that structure from a standpoint of a Final Fantasy game. So when they did open world, I was livid that they were going to that. But then as the game went on, as I started playing it more, and I realized it kind of lined up to another game that I really liked back in the day. Little known game, you may not have heard of it. It was very, very small, very, very small following and whatnot. Didn't really get a lot of acclaim. Chrono Trigger? It reminded me of that. With the open worlds, you could see the enemies, you could choose to battle which enemies you wanted at the time. Final Fantasy XII reminded me of that. As I started playing the game more and more of it, I still didn't like the story of 12, so that's why I kind of, backed out of it. But after playing the game and realizing, oh, this is kind of like Chrono Trigger in a way too, because of the way that it's an open world battle system, I was okay with that at that point in time. Which then obviously they brought over to 13 to 15, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and now, of course, 16 that's going to be coming out with. So I'm more and more okay with that idea of Final Fantasy being an open world battle system instead of the turn-based that it has been known for in the past. Ooh, this is an interesting strategy. They want me to go 9 laps on the soft tires, 17 the rest of the way on the mediums. What if I switch it up to hards instead of mediums? Will I lose time? Will I gain time? No, I'm going to be losing time all the way. And it pretty much has to be 9 on the soft, 17 on the medium if I want to get the maximum amount of time on the tires out on the track. Yeah, I actually did not play 13 or 13-2 or Lightning's Return. I did not play a single one of those games. Mostly because I didn't have a PS3 to play it. There's just no way I was going to play it. There were people in on my dorm floor that had it, and I watched them play it and was like, it doesn't really look all that good. The storyline is okay, but it was like you're going from one battle to another. It was like you were going down a linear path from story event to story event to battle to battle to battle to battle to story event. It was like you were only going down that pathway, and there wasn't a lot of chance to deviate from that. Well, I think it was another reason why Final Fantasy XIII was not so good. It's because of that. Alright, so we're going to be starting... Whoops, did not mean to do tutorials. We're going to be starting on the soft tires, and it looks like outside the top 10, there's a smattering of people going on the mediums or the hards. George Russell himself is actually going to be starting on the mediums. I think I am going to want to start on the soft so I could try and push myself up into the top 10 and try and stay there until I make my first pit stop and hopefully stay top 10 the rest of the way. That's a big ask, but we could try it. 13 made 8 look good. That's saying a lot because I didn't think that 13 was that bad. I just thought it wasn't up to the snuff of 12, definitely not 10 or 7. But if you're saying that it made 8 look good, I hated 8. Like, straight up, I hated 8. So that, if you're saying that, then that's a cardinal sin. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through Williams. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through Williams. Well, I'm up to 8th place now. The patented Gendo dive. I would actually have to say Baku. That's a DQ in real life. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, that's a DQ IRL. That's why I'm so happy it works in video games. What's going on, Shideki? Yeah, Wolfgamer's got you covered. I play at 95. But yeah, that was egregious, man. That was some egregious car moving of what I just did right there. Hey, I haven't DQ'd myself now, have I? So everything is all well and good. I'm not trying to do it right as I'm getting through a corner. Like, as I'm straightening myself out, then I hit it. Or at least I'm trying to make it like that. Oh, and it even popped up that I did collide with Verstappen. So I definitely would have gotten a DQ IRL. Hey, I will say this, the prompt did not come up saying it was an illegal overtake. I did not go all the way over the line. I did not go all the way over the white line. So, it worked. I do have Perez breathing down my neck, though.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Put your car under the corner. I'll try that next time. Yeah, because that's the apex of the corner. I understand, that is the apex of the corner. Oh, what the hell? I have no idea why I took the turn like I did there. Hold on a second. Alright, I guess 3 laps in, I'm using my first one. I got Sergio Perez looking to pass me. Yeah, he's right there on my bumper. I think that was a little bit better than what you were talking about. Oh, Kvyat's not in DRS range. I gotta eat him up. And I did, in fact, eat him up. Take it faster, he says. I don't know if I want to. I was gonna say, Linz, is that your cat? Cat, dog, or other animal? Use the curb as a racing line? Oh boy. Alright, well I'm gone from Kvyat. Now I just need to catch up to everybody else. Kind of like that. Oh, I gotta start wider. Gotcha. I was exiting wide. You're telling me I gotta start wide. Oh shit, no. Wow, after a purple Sector 1, I fuck up the start of Sector 2. Yeah, maybe one of these days I'll get into an iRacing League, or not iRacing League, but an F1 Racing League. Yeah, Will, 3 per race. I've already used 1 here. Yeah, I know. Ooh, that was a little wide. That was not just wide on entry, that was wide on exit. Though I think that's what you were talking about. Use that curbing as your racing line, like you said. And that's a quick switch back. That's a quick switchback too. I should never go up to 7 coming down to this turn. I'm pretty sure you do lower it because it would then disperse the heat of the tires. It should disperse the heat of the tires more evenly.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Wow, I'm actually chasing Hamilton right now. I am second to Lewis Hamilton here at Baku. Of course, we both need to pit. But can you imagine? Here's the thing, he's going to be going on hard tires. I want to go on the mediums. What am I doing, Brian? Because guaranteed, when he pits, he's going to be on the hard tires. But I will take your word for it.
Be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tire grip around now.
Whoa! Ah, god damn it. Alright. I'm gonna have to watch out for him. If he stays to the left, he is pitting now.
Understood, stopping this lap.
Alright, coming into pit for new hard tires. Probably a good strategy.
Complete, go now. Pit strategy complete. See these tires through to the end now.
Probably a good strategy. You're right, doggy. God damn it. Well, if I can actually drive, I can make it a good strategy. God damn it! Cold tires. Cold goddamn tires. Cold tires getting the best of me. That's all I can say about that. But admittedly, doggy, that's actually a good strategy. You're probably right in that I'm also might get
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target.
a top 10 because
Drop
of
down
it.
to mix too soon.
I might get a top 10 because of it. Because I didn't even think of the idea of pit at the same time as Hamilton. Just to be on the same cycle as him. Ah, crap, no! God damn it. One, I didn't think I was going to hit the wall. Two, if I was, I didn't think I was going to hit it that hard. Alright, I gotta go for 17 laps now, clean as a whistle. Uh-oh.
Green flag.
Someone's causing a pileup up here.
Some information on Vettel. It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car.
Wow, Vettel out of this race. I don't know how far ahead he was, but Vettel is gone. Actually, it looks like Vettel was back by the start of the castle section. Alright, so just on the edge of points right now. And everybody that started on hard tires will have to come into pit. So like the likes of Danny Ricciardo in front of me. There's probably a few more that still need to come into pit. Daniel Kvyat behind me needs to pit. As I realized I should have broke a lot earlier. Oh, for fuck's sake! God damn it. There too, and I broke a whole lot earlier, and I still almost didn't make that turn. That's the whole thing. This braking line is deceptive. Because the braking line actually starts right after when you should be braking. And honestly, is not the best line. And probably I should now be getting rid of this line. Because yeah, the braking line told me to start braking just after the 100 meter mark. When I was braking at that 100 meter mark. So yeah, if anything, I should be getting rid of this driving line because I feel like that it is giving me false information. I'm just trying to line up when I'm braking to when the braking line actually tells me to brake. Yeah, I should be braking a lot earlier than what it told me there. So yeah, this braking line is a purveyor of false information. It is a line of lies. Man, Kvyat is hanging tough. He's gonna have to be braking soon, though. He's going to have to be braking soon as well as pitting soon. Though I think if he's on a normal medium to hard strategy, they should be pitting around lap 13. So he does still have a couple of laps left before he makes his move in. Yeah, Kvyat's gaining on me, obviously, because he's on medium tires. Ooh, that was actually a little tighter than I wanted it to be. Trying to be a little ginger with my tires. Oh shit. Almost fucked that up. Hey, what's going on, Prozac? It's been a while. And honestly, I should not be pushing my tires. Fuck, if Kvyat wants to pass me on his mediums, then I'm gonna let him pass me. Yeah.
George is in the pits. George in the pits.
Hell, he's probably gonna be into the pits, isn't he? No, he's not. Alright, so that was only 2 drivers into the pits. Tough day with Williams? Yeah, I guess you could say so. We qualified dead last at Monaco, finished 17th. And then here we qualified 16th. And I'm trying for a modified strategy, thanks to Doggy in the chat. I went soft hard. I was originally going to go soft medium, but he said, go pit the same time as Lewis Hamilton. No, just saying that I'm following your strategy, dog. I'm trying. I'm top 10 right now, but still got a long way to go. In fact, we're coming up to halfway at this time. The other unfortunate thing, Prozac, is I've used up all 3 of my fast repairs. Or fast repairs, fast travel. Flashbacks. A lot of F words in there. There were quite a lot of F words strewn about earlier today. I got Lance Stroll dogging me behind. Alright, we are officially halfway in this race. None of these turns are getting any easier. Especially the tricky ones. Is he really trying to make a move here of all fucking places? He is! What is this Jamoke doing? Okay, let the record show that I was not trying to push him off of me. Let the record show that I was holding my line. He tried to go around me.
Advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
Ultimately got clobbered and then stayed stuck to me. Let the record show that I was not at fault for any of that. And of course he drops right back into the pits. He drops out into the pits. As he should. Like, that AI was reckless as hell. AI loves to be reckless. Especially on higher difficulty. So yeah, if any of you guys want to play on higher difficulty, if you're thinking about moving up, just gotta watch out for that. The AI is super reckless and super aggressive. That's the same on 60? Oy. Then that's just a programming thing. That's a programming choice. And yeah, I come across that as well. Like, if I'm going for an overtake, the AI will kind of... What's the word I'm looking for? It'll throw like a juke. They'll throw a juke to try and knock me off my line. And sometimes they even run into me when they're throwing that juke. By the way, I'm now up into 7th place. However, Charles Leclerc did pit for fresh mediums behind me. So I'm more than likely giving that spot up to him. As soon as he gets up to me. Just like with Monaco, I'm starting to spot that entrance that I should be taking going into the castle section. I'm starting to see it a lot better than I have in races past. Yeah, Leclerc is coming on like a house of fire right now. He is just completely making move with his pace, with his fresher tires, softer tires. So like I said, I'm fully expecting him to catch and pass me relatively soon. Doing well though, 10 laps to go. Sitting in 10th place, where under original strategy I probably would not have been up this high. Just gonna put that out there. yeah, that spot right there, if anybody else wants to run into the back of me and kill their run, be my guest. Don't get you started on Vettel. Why? Do you think AI Vettel is just cheap? He's obviously bugged with the Grosjean AI. Oh, he just constantly runs into you. Constantly throws aggressive moves. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I either broke too early, turned in too early, one of the two. Fuck you, Leclerc, for nearly running into me there at turn 2. Yeah, it is. Well, now I'm down into 8th, but I'm still top 10. He DNF'd 2 times. Yeah, that sounds about right for Grosjean. Whoa! Almost Leclerc as I was following him. Almost pulled a Leclerc, I should say. Man, for all the bad that the Red Bull engine has been having this season, Albon and Verstappen still have been moving pretty fucking fast in their car. It's probably because the rest of their car is good. Ooh, Carlos Sainz coming into the pits. Ooh, Carlos Sainz switching it up to soft tires. Interesting strategy with 8 laps left to go in the race. That was Vettel Interlagos 2018 or 19. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Wow, what a save. I was so lucky to not hit that wall. You have no idea how lucky I was to not hit that wall. Where's Vettel? I have no idea where Vettel is, honestly. I think so. Valtteri Bottas just pit for softs himself, too. I hope that Hamilton didn't pit. I didn't check the mini-map. But, I mean, at this point in time, it wouldn't be worth it. At this point in time, I think I'm just going to stay the course. Because, I mean, the Mercedes can get away with going and pitting for soft because they know they have the pace to get right back up the field. Yeah, the minimap is for you guys, though.
We pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
Yeah, the minimap is for you guys. I barely look at it. Sometimes I take a peek at it, but it's really not in a good spot for me to look at it. Because, yeah, at these speeds, I'd rather focus on my racing. Oh, shit. Terrible. Nah, VR makes me seasick. VR makes me very motion sick when it comes to racing. I've tried it at a mate's place when he was doing iRacing. Actually, it was Joe's place. And I couldn't go more than 4 laps. I was just so sick.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Doing well saving my fuel. Alright, I got Ocon and Albon behind me. They're gonna DRS daisy chain up to me. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's good for realism, but for me it's just... I just feel very, very sick afterwards. Just with the way that the motion just does to me. I mean, yeah, well, Christmas is coming up. You can always ask my family for it. But I'm not. I would think so, yes, because you got basically one guy at the head of the chain that activates the DRS for the guy behind, who in turn activates the DRS for the guy behind, etc., for as many people there are in the chain. It may not be an actively technical, widely used term, that's just what I've been calling it. Because, well, that's pretty much what it is.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Alright, Ocon is gonna pass now. Come on, you. Fuck! Alright, well, I'm gonna take a penalty here. And we'll just add on some extra time to the working out afterwards. Yeah, a train, a daisy chain, one of the 2 terms is fine. And I've got Carlos Sainz in his soft tires behind. train, daisy chain, similar terms. Well, just like you can daisy chain servers together, you can daisy chain extension cords or multi-outlets. You can daisy chain them together to get longer reach, or just have more onto the system or the service. I guess daisy chain is more of a I guess it may be more of a tech term. Yeah, I guess daisy chain is more of a tech term. Because like I said, you hear about daisy chaining servers all the time. When you're in my field.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Commonly associated and referred to as another way of linking up. Hence, when you get 2 or more cars activating DRS off of each other, they're linking up, so they're daisy chaining. But yeah, train also makes sense. You got your engine, you got your cars. Someone's got to be the caboose. Whoa. Alright, I'm having a real bad time now. Just 2.5 laps to go, and I've got more than one points place behind me trying to get ahead of me. In fact, I've got like 3 or 4 people that are trying to get points behind me. Carlos Sainz on his soft tires.
No need to worry about tire condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Sainz passes, then I got Kvyat and Albon. Oh, please don't. Well, at least now I can DRS off of him. Sainz, you don't need to worry about DRS. You got soft tires. Whoa, I got scared when that line popped up. Less than 2 laps to go. Holding it down in 9th. Kvyat looking to get a spot. Albon looking to get points. Don't be stupid, stupid! I'm trying not to.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
If anyone shouldn't be stupid, it's the guy behind me. Yeah, okay, we're releasing Kvyat. We are now down in 10th. Final lap, white flag in the air. We are still in the points, but Albon is gaining. Oh, I broke too early. We are all on hard tires, though. It's going to be a matter of skill and speed. You could argue and say that Albon has the better of both. Here it comes. Here comes Albon. Coming down, final stretch. Here comes Albon. Here comes Kita. Going to the checkered flag, and Williams will, in fact, get that 10th place spot.
Okay, pick up rubber.
We got points. We got points. All right. We'll take it. Would have liked more, but I'll take it. Beggars can't be choosers.
Victory in Azerbaijan. Great work from the whole team here at the track and back at the factory as well.
Yeah,
And
not
some pretty
points, but
handy
hey,
driving for
points.
good
We
measure.
got one. We got one, boys.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot.
Oh, man.
A well-earned victory for Mercedes.
So Bottas wins. What was the rest of the podium? Hamilton second, and Pierre Gasly third. That's an okay podium, I would say. Both Mercedes are still up there, but it's an okay podium. I'll take it.
Let's see how the driver standings have changed. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton.
Oh, and George Russell, okay, he wasn't too close behind Albon, but he still came in 12th. Hey, that's not bad. Both Red Bulls not in the points. Albon and Max not in points. Go figure that one out. Vettel, yeah, nowhere close to the points. But yeah, Bottas, Hamilton, Gasly, Ricardo, Perez, Leclerc, Ocon, Sainz, Kvyat, myself
Who moves further
is your
ahead
top
at the top
10.
of the table. Let's
Behind Max, you got Lance Stroll. Of course, he had to make that second pit because he was a fucking idiot at the end of the castle section and decided to lock into my wing, effectively fucking his front wing up. Then you got Giovinazzi, Magnussen, Raikkonen, Grosjean, and Vettel DNFing. Okay, I didn't even know that Vettel DNF'd, but there you go.
focus on the driver of the day.
Let me
Anthony
take a look at the
Davidson.
constructor standings. At this point in time, constructors, you got Mercedes up top, Ferrari second, Renault is third. Of all teams, Renault is third. But I mean, we were saying that about AlphaTauri last season, how AlphaTauri stayed second and third for the entirety of the season. They were up there. Maybe this is Renault's time. Speaking of, AlphaTauri in fourth, Red Bull fifth, Racing Point, McLaren, and then Williams are your teams that have gotten points. Alfa Romeo and Haas have not gotten a single point so far this season, but hey, we at least got points, so that's something that we can celebrate.
Carlos Sainz would be my first choice for this.
That is something we could celebrate, though, is that we got points, we got more points, and we don't have zero.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. Did you struggle to get through all that traffic today?
No struggle at all. We were
You're
fine.
surpassing all expectations. Can anything or anyone stop you?
The team's been helping me out. Big
Do you
ups to
think
the
this
team.
team are performing as well as they could?
Yeah, Renault Season 3 Renault are actually doing
There was
well.
some contact between you two. What happened
There's some
out there?
contact between myself and Max. They need to look where they're going or they might get hurt. This isn't a video game. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. Sometimes, we'll just say sometimes contact is unavoidable.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah, it was actually a good race, and like I said, Doggy making the call of go in with Hamilton actually proved to be a very solid call. Because otherwise, I would have just stayed dead set on what I was doing, the soft to medium strat, and probably would not have ended up in the points. Had I stayed out with the same strategy that I was going in, probably would not have ended up in points. So big ups to Doggy for making that call on the fly. Oh, the Monaco chassis didn't go through either. Come on, man. Come on, man. Now you're killing me here. God damn it. And I don't have enough points, and I won't have enough points. I'm not going to get enough points before the Canadian Grand Prix to do it. I am making Max my bitch. Like I said, we're starting to make Max my bitch, but it is still, it's close. It is very close right now after the 2 races that we have been fighting it out. Yeah, Williams really does not want me to do well with my chassis and aero. How much better your car look compared to the wheeled trash bin? Your wheeled trash bin? Well, this is what my wheeled trash bin looks like. This is the bathtub with a sail on it. This is the Grand Victorian bathtub with the big heavy sail. Oh, wait. Huh? Did I miss something here? You guys saw that, right? When did that get to level 2? Huh? We have officially opened up level 2 of the aero? When did it go through? They must have snuck it in over the weekend. They must have snuck that shit in over the weekend, because we now have aero spec level 2. Everything is spec 2, boys. Everything is spec 2 now, so we can build this shit out a lot better than what we got. What is the aero? So 1700. So if there's anything I'm gonna do, I'm gonna build this one, the front wing gurney flap, just so it can open up these 2 things. But then I can't touch anything else because of the fact that I need to save R&D points for conversion of regulations over the next season. But yeah, at this point in time, I think I'm just gonna redo the monocoque structure and then get the front wing gurney flap, and then that'd be it. Those would be the last 2 things that I will build out before just hoarding my R&D points like a dragon, like an American dragon, to get everything ready for regulations. But here's the thing: if regulations don't matter, like if there are no regulations this season, I've had it happen before. I have had it happen before in my team career mode. 2nd season, there were no regulations that came down. So basically, after the US Grand Prix, I just started building shit up on my car like there was no tomorrow. If that is the case, if there is nothing going to be coming down regulations-wise, we are going to max out this car. I know, max it out again to spec level 2. But yeah, that took me completely by surprise that the aero got done. It had to have gotten done over the weekend because there was nothing in the calendar saying that this was coming down. So it had to have been done by the AI over the weekend. And hey, now we got shit. Now we got more shit to build.